y'all? I said, what's up, y'all? Look at me when I'm talking to you, bro. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all, man. This your boy Knockout Boxing 86 TV, and we in here. So check this out, bro. Before we get going on our video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, share the video, turn on your notifications. Go follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV for breakdowns and predictions you want me to do. KnockoutBoxing86@yahoo.com is the email address. And don't forget about our live shows, live every Wednesday and Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Live every Sunday morning with the singing OG, KQKC Boxing Network, Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. But let's get it popping. Let's get into our video. And today, watching these women's fights. Watching Claressa Shields versus Savannah Marshall. Watching Michaela Mayer versus Alicia Baumgardner. Watching Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano have made me so disgusted and so disappointed in Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford fight not being made, not happening yet, not being announced. This whole build-up, this whole run around in circles. Women's boxing is making Errol Spence and Terence Crawford just look bad. It's a bad look right now. All of the women's big fights have been made, and they have not been talked about nearly as much as Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Claressa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Alicia Baumgardner, Michaela Mayer. Do you understand how intense and how lit it was inside that arena for Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, and how they just put women boxing on a level and on a platform that you rarely see unless it was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano, who also did it this same year. Within the same year. Meanwhile, we got Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. We've been waiting on a fight announcement since Errol fought in April. Bud Crawford last fought in November of 2021. At what point in time do these men not look at themselves and be like, man, what's this shit gonna take? How we gonna get this shit done? Like, what are we missing here? ESPN literally, for part of the build-up for Claressa Shields and Savannah Marshall, they was taking shots at Errol Spence and Terence Crawford the whole broadcast, and I couldn't even get mad at them. They was basically saying, they was showing Shields and Marshall like, yeah, they about to fight. They getting it on. The women are doing this, the women are doing that, while the men just talking. And they showed Errol Spence and Terence Crawford just going back and forth, you know, when they had in the Oklahoma for the Maurice Hooker fight, the little hall altercation that everybody know about. And I'm thinking like, damn, bro, I don't agree with a lot of what ESPN do, and I don't agree a lot of what they say. I hated how they tried to shit on Devin Haney later that day by putting on the, clinches initiated. Devin Haney has initiated X amount of clinches. Like, damn, when y'all start keeping clinch stats? I ain't never heard of that before. Now they keeping clinch stats in boxing. Damn. What they do that at? Alright. No problem. Whatever you say. But the part I did, like, or when Andre Ward will tell you that a fighter needs to step up their body language. I don't like that shit. Like your body language, the judges can see your body language. But last I checked, it was defense, ring generalship, clean, effective punching. I thought that's how they supposed to judge. And effective aggression. I thought I never saw nowhere where it said we judge our body language, but Andre Ward kept talking about body language. Like, I didn't like that shit. I didn't like that shit. Because you're trying to sway the audience instead of telling them who's really winning based on the scoring criteria. You making up your own scoring criteria and telling them that this is what people need to be paying attention to. This is what the judges pay attention to. You need to be saying the real shit the judges should be paying attention to. So I ain't like that shit. But I do like the stance that they took on Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall, Alicia Baumgartner, Michaela Mayer, and tying it into Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. Now, I know they only doing that because Terence Crawford don't do business with them no more. I know it's a self-driven motive. I know it's something to take a shot at Al Heyman in the PBC. But even in doing so, even though your motives, sometimes people can have the wrong motives but do the right thing. Yeah. I know y'all. Some of y'all didn't know that. Sometimes your motives can be all the way jacked up, but you can still do the right thing. And ESPN, in trying to go at the PBC and basically say we making the big fights, and while these men over here talking, all women is over here putting it on and doing their thing. I got what ESPN and Sky Sports was doing. I understand that. But their motives wasn't to try to get Errol Spence and Terence Crawford made. Their motives was to shit on them by way of showing the women that are doing it correctly. But whatever their motives were, they did the right thing, because this men's boxing do need a wake-up call. And some of the men we have had very good fights, but we ain't had the biggest one. Jermell Charlo and Brian Castano is a big fight. It just got announced that Monster Inoue and Paul Butler is a big fight. But in less than a year, we just seen the two biggest women's fights that we've been wanting for, and we saw them in less than a year. We saw 4 fighters, all consensus, you know what I'm saying, pound for pound level fighters. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall. We seen them all get it cracking. All within a year of each other. Katie Taylor and Serrano got it cracking. Clarissa Shields, Savannah Marshall got it cracking. Then we had a top 10 pound for pound fighter at the time, Michaela Mayer, Alicia Baumgartner right there on the outside looking in, but definitely one of the best. Getting it cracking, bro. Meanwhile, the only fight where we can see like people that are solidified pound for pound fighters on the men's side, 2 consensus top 7, because some people got Spence on the outside of the top 5. But for the most part, 2 top 5 pound for pound fighters in men's boxing, been at the same weight class. We've been wanting this fight, and they can't make it happen for us. While the women are just over here doing they damn thing, bro. So this shit ought to be a wake-up call, man. It ought to be a wake-up call. I'm tired of being like, oh, man, it's done. They know something we don't know. Oh, man, it's done. They know something we don't know. We just waiting on the announcement. Errol Spence say it's done. Terence Crawford say hopefully soon. He say he guaranteed the fight. Like, bro, I'm tired of talking all optimistic about this shit. I'm starting to feel strung along. Because the women are giving us what we want as fight fans. While the men are fighting on Twitter and jaw-jacking and fighting with narratives. They got their teams leaking stories and shit. Terence Crawford got people leaking shit. Errol Spence got people tweeting at, you know what I'm saying, all this, like, bruh, will y'all please just announce this fight? Can we please get the fight? I do not understand what the problem is. And if you are not the problem, then come out, expose the person who is the problem, and then just continue your career. Because at the end of the day, I'm tired of seeing the best fighters that the men have to offer fight one time a year. We ain't seen Terence Crawford at all since November of 2021. Bro, we need Bud in the ring, fam. We need Bud in the ring. And then it ain't just the women that shitting on y'all. Monster Inoue done unified. And now he about to go for undisputed before y'all even fight. Since Terence Crawford made a mandatory defense against Sean Porter back in November of 2021, in that time frame, Monster Inoue has unified with Nonito Donaire. And now he's about to go undisputed with Paul Butler. And Terence Crawford has done nothing. Since Errol Spence unified with Urdinas Ugas. Monster anyway has unified himself, and now it's going for undisputed. And Errol Spence ain't did nothing since April, bro. It's October. Neither one of these fighters took a ton of punishment in their last fight, and we just all sitting around waiting. Make it make sense, man. So shout out to Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, specifically to Clarissa Shields for the win. Shout out to Michaela Mayer and Alicia Baumgardner. Alicia Baumgardner, more specifically, for getting the W. Shout out to Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. More specifically, Katie Taylor for getting the W. Because you guys are setting a great example of what boxing should be and what it could be if we got the fights that we want. If we get the type of competition, the type of competitive spirit that we want. And I hope that Errol Spence Jr. and Terence Crawford were paying attention to this weekend. I saw them tweeting. I saw them congratulating. I saw them excited themselves. And I know they saw all the people on Twitter, all the boxing Twitter, all anyone could talk about was what those women went in there and did on Saturday. And so my question is simple. Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, don't y'all want people to talk about y'all like that? Don't y'all want to be part of a big, huge, major event like that? So take an example from the women, learn from what they do, what they just did, and go do it yourself and get this fight done, whatever y'all need to do. And if somebody being unreasonable with the other person, please let us know. Don't send it through a proxy. Don't send it through some reporter whose credibility is in question. Come out and say the shit yourself so we know who to point the finger at, bro. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment down below. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Share the video. Turn on your notifications. Follow me on Twitter at KOBoxing86TV. If you got a breakdown or a prediction that you want me to do for you, knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is my email. I appreciate everybody watching this. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And with that, we up out of here. Peace out, y'all.